Welcome, I'm Andrea, and today I want to talk about Lisa Eldridge's foundation. I finally was able to get a sample card, actually three. She finally put them up on her website because they were out of stock for a long time. So I was able to actually get three sample cards because I wasn't sure what I was going to be. And actually, I'm glad I did because I thought sure I was going to be light to medium. But honestly, I'm in light. So I'm glad that I was able to actually get it. So I tried the two lightest sample packs. The one that seems right now that matches me is the 06 in light, like I said. When you get the sample packs, they come with the QR code, so you scan it and then it comes up with a video, and it's a video of her, the Lisa, that actually goes through the steps of actually how to match yourself, which makes me feel really good because she actually matches herself or helps us match ourselves the same way that I do, which is on your neck, on my neck, because trying to match anyone else, it really does not help. So yeah, if you didn't know that, match yourself on your neck, not on your face, because your face has a different undertone. It can have a different color as well, like mine. I know that most of us use physical exfoliations or chemical exfoliation, and also we're more protective of our face, so usually it's a different color, so it's usually lighter. I don't know if I've seen anybody with it darker, other than, you know, like patchy kind of redness and stuff, kind of like mine, right? But with that being said, let's get to the foundation. She recommends using her flat brush, of course. I don't have it, so I'm just gonna use this BK Beauty 101. That should work. So I'm gonna do half my face with just my fingers, and then the other half with the brush. So I'm just gonna start with just the fingers. I'm gonna just kind of dot it a little bit. She suggests working in light layers because of the type of foundation she is, and because she's that type of makeup artist that she likes to just go exactly where you need it and not everywhere if you do not need it. So, and I like that approach a lot. I mean, why cover if you don't need to, right? So strategically place it where you need it. Seems like it's, she says it's a medium coverage. I might have to say that it's a light, unless I put a little too little. From the little dots that I put, it's definitely not very much coverage. She also says that it is a satin finish, so not dewy and not matte, flat matte. That's exactly how she puts it. I'm gonna go around my eyes as well. I mean, on my dark circles. I would definitely like it a little more coverage on my, I would like a little more coverage on my little pimples here. Yeah, it's definitely, to me, it resembles light coverage, not really medium, which is fine. I mean, I don't necessarily need it to be medium or full. I can work with either or. Seems to be a good match. So surprising. But it spreads really nicely, and it looks really nicely as it spreads. It doesn't feel heavy at all, and it doesn't feel dewy at all. So it almost feels a little matte, though it is not really. Maybe it's just my skin that feels dry right now because it's really set right away. Okay, so let's see, half and half. I think it looks really nice, and the matching is almost on point, I'd say. Let's see if it actually builds, because she said it's buildable. You can either build it up or do it less. It definitely covers more as I build it. You can tell the difference of the color as I build it, but it's not bad. You can definitely tell, I don't know if I'm too close or not, but you can definitely tell my dark spots are still there, the sun spots are still there. So let's see. Yeah, even with me going over it a bit, it's still, so it's, I'd say it's a light coverage, not medium in my opinion. I'm gonna go on the other side and actually just dot it and then go with the brush. Right underneath my eye and around here, it's definitely so much more red, my skin. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I've always had redness in my face, but it seems like it's getting more and more pronounced. And I definitely need more. It was not enough. She said that the bubbles contain about 5 pumps of the foundation. So yeah, should be plenty to be able to try a few times, depending on how much you use. But it seems like I'm using, maybe I'm just not used to using that much, but I'm definitely dipping. Okay, you can tell, you can see my my little standouts. That's okay though. Okay. I think it matches pretty good, you know, one side versus another. Under eyes too, on top too. Yeah, I think it's good. So, what do you all think? I actually think it matches really good as far as color goes. Now my neck is just a tiny bit pink still because I was trying it on my neck, of course, and I had to go wipe it. So it's just a tiny bit red here, but let's just ignore that and let's look up here. So anyways, also she recommends you putting the whole makeup on and then see how it actually looks with it, because it definitely is different once you put your blush, your bronzer, your whatever you're using to kind of bring up some color in your face back. So I'm gonna go do just that. I'm not gonna set. She is talking about it being self-setting, so I'm gonna let it be but I'm gonna go underneath my eye though. I'm gonna go and set that side, even though I feel like I should be using more. I'm gonna go a little more. Let's do just a tiny bit more, because I don't feel like it's enough. Like you can see my dark circles. Thanks. I had to borrow from the other eye. Okay, I think it's a little better. Oh, come on. I think it's better. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it because I'm gonna go in with shadow and I'm gonna go in with mascara, and I just don't want it to start melting. So I'm gonna use this Honest Beauty to set both under eyes. I need a powder brush. There we go. I'm gonna use these e.l.f. I think it kind of rubbed off. I'm pretty sure it's the highlighting brush. Just use for what you need. Doesn't matter what it says. Matter what you need it for. That's all. It really is setting really on its own, which is really awesome. If you don't need to use powder, that's great. I most of the times use powder. like kind of always use powder, especially in my T-zone. So we'll see if that will be good or not. I can see some dryness, that it's kind of sticking to it. Okay, here, before we go. Oh, sorry. Stop moving. Okay, so there's some dryness on my skin. I can see it showing right here. Do you see that? I mean, it's not really bad, but it's definitely there, so you can see it. And then also on my nose. Now, where I did it with my hands, doesn't really look that bad as when I used the brush. So you can tell the brush side, for some reason, is showing more dryness. So I don't know. I'll just let it be like that. I'll come back after I do my eyes and my base. Well, the blush and the bronzer, whatever else I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna tell you. So I'll see you soon. I'm back. I have my everything on, and so let's talk about the foundation. I didn't set other than my under eyes and the top of my eyes. And it seems like it's actually set on its own, just like it says, like it's advertised. It definitely does not feel sticky at all. It's just like a satin look. It's got some radiance to it, which I like. It's not greasy, it's not oily. It feels really nice, feels really comfortable on the skin. Also, let's talk about the dryness. I went ahead and I kind of used the brush to kind of mix it on some more on this side. Now, I can see now that the sun is kind of really out. I have kind of like a polka dotted nose. Let's take the brush and see if it actually does anything. Now I have to be really rough with it, which I don't really want. And that's just on the brush side. On the hand side, really didn't do that. So maybe I should just go ahead and kind of see if the hand would do better. So I definitely don't want to have a polka dotted poor face. It definitely is better, but I had to really, really press on it, and I just don't think that I should have to do that. Other than that, I mean, on the other pores, it's fine. Hold that thought. Where the brush was, I have more polka dotted pores than on this side. Can you see that? On my cheeks, like right up here and here. And no matter what I put around, I mean, do you see this redness here that's poking through? No matter what I do, it seems like my redness is still poking through, like underneath my eyes. More on this side than this side. What is going on? But definitely the hand one worked better, which surprising. But it did. It looks better on the hand one than the actual brush. Okay, well. Okay, anyways, so it looks really nice, other than the little polka dotted here, and it's really not that visible, the polka dotted. I've had foundations that really settle in, and even actually sunscreens with color correction that actually settle in my pores like really big time. And this one doesn't seem to be as visible as the other ones are. It's still there, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad. So we'll see how it wears throughout the day. I'm gonna come in to do a check-in, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours in, and I'll let you know how it actually looks, and then we'll see by the end of the day how it actually wears the whole day. Now, I don't think I'm gonna blot, or I'm not gonna powder, is what I meant to say. I'm not gonna powder until I see you next, and we'll take it from there and see what it actually looks like, because she suggests not to powder unless you really need to. And then wait until the whole face is done to see if it had set. It seems like it had set enough to where I don't need a powder right now. It doesn't look oily, doesn't feel oily anymore anyway. So if I don't have to powder, I will not. Or should I powder on one side? What do you guys think? Let's powder on one side and then we'll see the difference. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use this Honest Beauty Invisible Blur, and I'm gonna take on this e.l.f. Just kind of like what I did under eyes, under my eyes, under eyes, there. Anyways, so I'm gonna take these, and I'm gonna just do probably the, which side should I do? I'll do this side. So I'll do the forehead and the nose, the side, the half, and then also the everything on that side, I should say. I'll do this pores because the pore side is really something that I'm concerned with. I'll do it on this side because I put double, even though it's kind of showing already. Yeah, pimples are really no fun, are they? But I'm gonna leave the top of my cheeks here because I already put the like a powder bronzer and a powder blush and some highlighter. So I'll just leave it like that. And I guess we'll just have to see how it does, if it does better with the powder side or not. So next time you'll see me, you'll actually have to tell me if you like the powder side or not. Now let's see now how you like it now. How I like it too. Let's see. Oh, I like it better with the powder. For sure. Gosh, I'm tempted to do the powder on the other side, but I'm not gonna do it. I'll just let it be. Okay, we'll leave it be like that. And then when I come back, oh man, I just like it this side. Okay, I'll struggle too. When I come back, we'll just see. But before I go, let's do a lip gloss. I got a lip gloss. I bought a lip gloss from her. It's not sponsored. It's not even, what do you call, affiliated there. So I got this one in blush. I bought it in blush because looking through the shades and such, I almost was gonna do the Muse, but it seemed like it was a little too brown, and I do like brown, but not too brown. Now this one is like this. I'll give you a little swatch next to the eyeshadow that I did earlier. Let's see. So this is how it looks. It's kind of like purpley, reddish, not really red, but on the red side. I don't know how to describe it. Ooh, almost like a burgundy. I just dropped my eyeshadow. Oh well. All right, so almost like a burgundy, kind of like the color of my eye. I didn't even think about it. Look at that. I'm matching. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on. Well, I need to dip again because put it on my hand. All right. It's got a really like big applicator, like fatty. You can do this on to where it's like really like sheared, like these. Or you can actually build it up. So depending on what you like, you can build it up. I'm gonna build it up just a bit, just so you can see. Oops. Okay. And I'm not using a liner, as you can tell. Oh gosh, that's just looks awful. My application, not the actual product. Okay, yeah, much better. Now, this is more full blown, but you can also make it even more, which I'm not going to because I don't like it dark. I actually prefer it more sheared out than full blown, especially if I'm gonna have an eye that is like really intense. I want to go quite dim on the lips. I can't see how it looks on the camera, but I might just soften up a bit. Okay, more like it. Okay, so these lip glaze, what is it called? What is it? Okay, so hold on. Gloss Embrace. This gloss, it's really nice. What's nice about it is that it's really nourishing, just like she had said in her video when she presented all of them. So it's really nourishing to the lips, and it's really comfortable. All the butters that she has in there, which I'm really all for it, they're really helping your lips get better throughout the day. And also it really lasts good on the lips. So if you're gonna drink, if you're gonna eat, it's still gonna be there, unless you're like licking them all over or whatever. Yeah, don't do that. But it really lasts on the lips. I was very surprised because we went out for breakfast the other day, and I put it on the first time, and by the end of the breakfast, I still had some remnants in there. I needed to apply more because it wasn't that much, but I could still feel a little bit of residue, which was nice. So I'm excited. I kind of wish I had more colors, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna see you in about 3 to 4 hours to actually check in on the foundation and see how it wore, and then we'll be the judge of it then. Hey guys, it's been 4 hours since I put the foundation on. Let's check it in. I actually took a little look before I came in just to kind of form an opinion, but I'll go with it with you. I'm gonna get close so that you can actually see. The foundation looks amazing at first look. It is definitely more shiny on the side where I did not powder than the side that I did powder. So I like this one better with the powder. It's not too much of a difference though. It's very slightly. The only difference that I can tell you though is that the side that I did not powder, it has collected in my pores like little polka dots. Can you see that around here? And also where I build it up, you know, for my pimples and such, it looks more heavy. You see that part there? This one not so much, though I did build it up here too, maybe because I powdered. That probably is. So the powder probably preserved it better. It did kind of rub off on my chin. I did wipe up a little bit too because I ate something and I saw it afterwards that something was down there, so I kind of gently rubbed it. So that could be it. Now it looks a tiny bit heavy. Now I'm being picky because it is a check-in, so bear with me. It is a little heavy. It looks a little bit heavy here on my upper lip, though it looks heavier on the side where I did not powder. Can you see that? Yeah, that's pretty much what it did for the 4-hour check-in. Now let's blot and see how actually shiny it is, or if it's just the radiance or just the shine. But I can tell that it's actually kind of oily too. That's on my chin. Yeah, and then the side with the, I don't know if you can tell the difference there. It's kind of hard to tell with these. There is definitely, it's a little corner that's left that I did not touch the skin. But yeah, this one sticks better. So on the side where I did not powder, of course, it is more oily. But yeah, it's kind of to be expected. Like I always say, my skin is quite oily in my T-zone, so it always shows. I mean, it can't be. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, yeah. But it also means that the foundation will, you know, break down faster. If you touch it, it will just rub off. So also, it really wasn't hot outside and I really didn't do anything to actually make me sweat or be in the direct sun because it was really cloudy and rainy and all that. So I would think that with summer coming, I don't know if I would wear this one for a whole day, which I would have to if I put it on. It's gonna be there for the whole day in the summer, unless I like really powder with like a really good setting powder. But yeah, definitely where you use less, it's best, because I'm looking here where I kind of doubled it, kind of layered it so that I can cover up some pimples and such. It doesn't look very smooth. And it did worn off on the nose too. So not just the chin what I kind of wiped, but also the nose too. So yeah. But I mean, it wore up nice, even though it's worn out. It hasn't worn out in a way that it's looking bunched up or like crepey. Like sometimes when foundations kind of gather together, you know, like it breaks down in a way that you can actually see it. This one, it's worn out, but it's worn out in a way that it doesn't look bad. I like it. It looks really nice. It looks really smooth, other than where I layered it. But, and even the layered parts, it's really, really not bad. It's just me being nitpicky because I am doing a review. So yeah, actually, it looks really nice. Now, if I were to go outside, I would go ahead and do a powder SPF. And I think it would look really nice. Would probably, you know, do a little bit of a color correction around my nose and chin and such, and it would be amazing. But I'm not going out, so I don't need to, or maybe am I? Nah, I'm not going. So yeah, it's definitely a nice foundation. I'm glad that I got a chance to actually try it out. Foundations are so personal, so it's just kind of hard to come up with something that you actually like and somebody else likes. But it is nice to find your perfect match and just stick with that. So that's where I'm coming in. I want to try so many of them and then find my perfect one. Even though I'm more of a powder foundation gal than liquid because of the oiliness, and also because it preserves better, it holds better, it lasts longer. So yeah. Hi guys, it's been 5 hours since the last check-in, so we're at 9-hour point. So let's see how the foundation actually did. As far as I can tell, I am very shiny. I am very oily. I did not powder this side, but remember, I'm sorry, I did powder this side, but I did not powder the other side. So with that in mind, I am like shiny everywhere. So you kind of gathered here. I'm assuming I must have touched my face for it to gather that way. And then I can still see polka dotted up here, and then some transfer here, probably from where I touched my face or whatever I did with my daughters. We watched a movie, so we cuddled, so that could be too. So I'm gonna take a little blotting paper and I will blot so that you can actually get an idea. Very nice. But it does blot nicely, and it does look nice after the blotting. So let's do this side first. This is just so that you can actually see, because I'm just gonna hit the shower. But yeah, it definitely is quite shiny, quite oily. So blotted side, non-blotted, and remember this one was the powder one, but the powder only did as much as it could, and then that was it. But even with that being said, it definitely wore nice. I mean, it came off, yes. It is shiny, yes. I didn't blot though, and it's 9 hours. I'm sorry, I did not powder on this side, which kind of gave me the same result, so I guess that really didn't matter. But what I like about it is that it's worn very nice. So even though it came off like evenly. So it's not looking like there's more somewhere or less and less somewhere. And then also, it didn't break down. So it came off, but it did not break down. So to me, that's huge, because you can go ahead and blot with whatever you have on hand. Don't use toilet paper. That's not gonna be good. It will just leave you with fuzzes, so don't do that. My daughter. But yeah, it's just an easy fix, and you know, blot it and you're good to go. There is still some like I said, polka dotted pores here, but it's not even close to what some foundation have done to my skin. You can tell it's really worn out here, and here you can tell my sunspots are really showing. My pimples, it's like there's almost like nothing left almost, but it's almost like nothing left, but at the same time it kind of still has like a nice veil over your skin, a nice filter on, kind of, you know. That's what it looks to me. So even though it hasn't been transfer proof or budge proof or whatever, I like how it's worn. So I'm excited to actually wear it more days to actually get another, you know, idea and such. But the weather wasn't really hot outside, and so I would think that with the weather warming up, it might not wear that good. So, you know, summertime, I have to put it aside for until the weather cools down again. But if you do have dry skin, I think this would be amazing because it does offer comfort. It's very comfortable on the skin. It's very easy to wear. It does check a lot of boxes. So with that being said, my review concludes here. I really liked it. Yay, Lisa. And I'm excited to see what else she's coming up with. I mean, she has a lot of stuff, so maybe she doesn't need to do that, but maybe come up with like more of a matter, more like maybe more coverage foundation. I don't know, just saying. Anyways, guys, I hope this helped you in some way, and I hope that you got an idea of how this wears with like an oily T-zone, flaky skin, and pores, because I got a bunch of those. So I will see you next time. Up until then, you guys take care.